Hey y'all, it's your boy Tito. Driving down the road, speeding a little bit. Let me take a bag of nuts before I get shot by the police, since that seems to be the big thing these days. Oh, that's right, my skin color's white. I've got that privilege. Yeah, that's some fucking pretty stupid shit, honestly. I really didn't want to do a video about this shit, but everybody's got an opinion, kind of like assholes, and I just want to show mine a little bit. I mean, here it goes. You got plenty of people doing plenty of things. You got plenty of evil people. The bottom line is like everyone's kind of falling into the whole genre of doing what they're told again. I mean, yeah, no one told y'all to go out and protest this shit, but it's kind of funny all the facts have been, pulled through now, and I can't help but to think, hey, this might have a little helping hand pushing it along. Whether it be, the 70% of supposed people being arrested out of state, or down to the fact that I see people trying to make videos saying that the gun was planted on one of the people, and it clearly just shows two gloves falling out of a pocket. I guess we'll reach for anything, but at this given time, I think the media should be held somewhat responsible for some of these things, man. You can't just go out here and say, hey, he was reading a book and he was unarmed. I mean, that right there just starts a whole nother shit pile of shit. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, maybe the only person that thinks this shit, but in the end, somebody needs to be held responsible. And I think the media, and obviously the dumbass people that riot, I mean, it's one thing to show that you disagree with something, but it's another thing to fucking beat the hell out of somebody. It's another thing to steal. It's another thing to bust windows. And at the same token, they're busting all the same shit that they need and use. And I'm pretty sure the people that use this thing are fucking very upset. But, this is like one state over for me, so that's why I decided to do my video. I won't. North Carolina and South Carolina, honestly, in my opinion, are like night and day. Racism, yeah, it exists, but it's not like here. You'd be hard pressed to find a bunch of racist ass people, but I guess they're here. I don't fucking know them. I don't deal with racist people, but the bottom line is that there's gonna be racism wherever the hell you go. I mean, it ain't just this, everybody's, it's inequality and all this, and I'm not gonna sit here and open up that can of worms, but there seems to always be an issue with something. Now, whether that issue, is racism or inequality, I'll put it to you like this, man. I don't even know all statistics, but I know that the middle class is just basically, it's all just shrinking. So it really puts all the big money up in a very small area. And I think things like that are a big issue. I mean, really though, if your family had more than whatever, per se, I'll use one of the people I know. They make $190 a week. That's part-time work at very small hour rately pay. But there ain't no damn way that you can sit there and support a house, electric, family, and all that, and where pretty much that comes right back to a head. Hey, we can't make it where we're at, and I feel bad for everybody, white, black, Latino, Asian, everybody included, but that's the thing about it. Oh, nobody saw that. Yeah, I really hate where the media has really taken things, and I honestly think it's time for small time media, online media, because we need to make it a fucking point that we're done with the bullshit, man. You can't fucking announce to us that this done this, does this, that, and that, and then hide all the facts when the truth is the truth is. Now, I'm not down for anybody getting killed, and honestly, my personal opinion, here in South Carolina, I hate to open this can of worms also, but alright, I'm not a big cop lover, but that's just known. And I mean, the thing about it is the reason being is because of the way I've been treated. Speaking of cops, there's you one right there. Hey man, get the fuck up out my way, you stupid prick. Who gives a fuck that that's a goddamn cop? I give a fuck less. Anyways, these sons of bitches think, you know, when they pull you, like, usually they have this attitude and whatever and whatnot. Maybe their job's too hard, maybe whatever. I don't fucking know. I didn't ask them to be this shit. Bottom line is, oh shit, what the fuck is that back there? Something's going on back there. Anyways, I'm not fitting to, you know, be disrespectful as soon as they pull me over, but honest to God, like, I'm not out here, like, gonna be sucking dude off, like, shit, you know? But the bottom line is, I mean, if you get a command, I guess, you know, you need to get with it. Hey, man, your ass is in my goddamn lane. I don't know what the fuck your issue is. Anyway, so this road is pretty interesting when you have to sit here and do the math on it. Yeah. Now getting back to the cop, you know, alright, so the most recent story of me being pulled over, I'm a white male, so, you know, I should have had that privilege card ready, but, you know, the fact of the matter is like, alright, I went approximately, say this is where I started to get pulled. I went on up, and, I was going about this slow, and I kept on going, and I went to a light, and got into an area where I thought it was, you know, good enough to pull over, in my opinion. Well, that wasn't good enough for Mr. Officer. So when he comes up, when I put this car in the park, it automatically unlocks the doors. This son of a gun jerks me out and throws me to the fucking side of the car, you know, screaming, "Why are you running?" Of course, you know, I'm kind of thinking this shit's kind of funny, because really? Alright, well, I'm gonna have to cut this off right quick so I can go ahead and get inside.